vibrate.
Sticky fingers. It's called Sticky Fingers. So it's one of the stands. Ooh. Sticky Fingers is one of the stands. That's not going to sell. See, they're trying to do what I do. See what I mean?
144 you have to buy at a time.
Yeah, I know. So they're trying to get a buck a piece for them. Hell with that. Just keep buying from me. I've got JoJo that will rock. Hell with you guys. You guys can go to hell. I make better shit than you guys.
Here's a $26 figure.
Yeah. That's one of the chicks I
Just like a real pre-show, it's so quiet.
Except right here, $26 figure.
No, I don't think so.
From a couple different microphones.
See, most of those are all stands. That one would possibly sell, though.
Which one?
That guy.
Is there buzzing?
No, I don't
hear
I know, because he's popular. That guy would probably
I
sell.
don't hear buzzing.
That guy would sell. That guy would sell.
$10 figures?
Yeah, Jolene.
Half down, I'll order it.
I'm not ordering nothing.
Somebody
You tell me.
All right, there we go. Oh. What?
Somebody
What?
talk. Oh no, you're too loud.
What?
I wasn't expecting
ready
it.
to rock. Oh, good. Eric just said he'd be here in 45 minutes.
He's gonna. Well, it's over.
What a dingleberry.
As soon as I tell my lawyer is sitting in, he'd be here in 5.
I told you I was coming for you. I said.
Right now,
I said it in the chat,
I'm just doing checks.
and I've been. I tell the truth all the time,
Right.
except for when I lie. But that's my truth.
Alright, we sound good on there.
We do.
Just, I always have to do my due diligence before I actually get going with the show topics
Right.
and what show we're doing. My
Right.
friend, and this is usually the pre-warm up to the show that we always kind of do. Where we
Right.
get everything. I just see a line right there that's not going away, Pappa J. That's what makes me think
Uh-oh.
there's a humming. But I literally just listened to us and we sounded fine. So, hello.
I wonder how we make that line go away.
Whoa.
Hello. Let me go like this.
Let me see how we sound. And
Well, I literally just did that, Pappa J.
Yeah, you just did it.
We gotta make sure we sound good live, right?
No, your mic's not on.
It isn't?
Nope.
Alright. So let's fix that real quick.
Yep.
Always gonna. I mean, that shows. You got lights.
I know that shows it, but this doesn't. So we gotta go.
You just gotta yell so you can hear you from the other mics.
Let's go like this. Maybe I can just do something real quick here. So,
Eric says, Kate, he wants you to know Kate wants you to have a good show.
All right. Now you can hear me, I bet. Go ahead and double check your...
I've got it in my ear.
Well, you couldn't hear me before in your ear? Oh, you can hear it now? Oh, so you get your... Oh, I see what you do. You get your Bluetooth earbuds in.
I got my earbud in.
And you can hear me? I know.
I don't know yet.
We're
We haven't
delayed.
got that part in the show yet.
What about this?
Ooh.
Oh, God. Now I had to eat it.
And you can get this content with lip service.
This is free, actually. This is what, if you're tuning into the pre-show, you got
Okay, you're good.
You got to see
You're
some
on.
chapped cheeks. Some chapped cheeks, baby.
Yeah, so anyway, Late's not here, and he wants you to know that Kate hopes you have a good show.
Well, let him know he's no longer welcome at our house. On top of that, Kate thinks he's a creep. I said it to him once. I'll say it twice.
No, she doesn't.
When he stays after sometimes, he doesn't do anything weird, but he sits there in like this weird trance and just legs wide open, moose knuckle showing, no F's to give, you know what I
Right.
mean? And she'll walk by the studio door, and she'll just kind of look in to see if I'm drinking too much or not, because she wants to keep tabs on me. Fucking ass, I hate that. But she'll notice him just zombied out, and he doesn't move, and it's the weirdest thing ever.
Weird.
Yeah.
Also, since I've started participating, he brings her the wrong things. I'm not talking the inappropriateness of it. Whatever, that's gonna happen. But
Right.
from my understanding, the couple times I have brought something over, What she wants is sour cream and onion, hers brand chips.
So
This
why,
guy
all she
knows.
wants.
why is everybody bringing my wife stuff? Let's just say this: nobody has to bring my wife anything.
Well,
Hey,
now,
but
Mark,
you don't go to Winco. She's asked you.
Nobody has to buy my chick anything. Let's
Nope.
just keep it like that.
Mark never has. It's just great that he knows what it would be if he were too.
Yeah, when I came over, I
Right.
brought a couple bags of chips.
And you just thought of my wife.
No, I brought
You
chips
just took
for.
notice.
What I came over? I think I came over for a birthday party or something, and I brought 2 bags of chips. I brought
You
the
said, "Hey, honey, this one's specially for you."
yeah, and then she's
Don't
like,
tell
"Oh, I love
Zach."
hers sour cream and onion. Give me."
yeah, right. You're like, "Here, I brought this for you." Why?
Yeah.
I got a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Why does everybody always think about my wife? Because I have not received a birthday present from the boss man ever.
Right.
I've not received a birthday present from Mark ever.
Nope.
No time has anybody ever brought me anything specifically, but
I brought you the
Except
gift
for
of my
Pappa
friendship.
J.
numerous. You've brought my wife stuff too, Pappa J. Numerous amount of times. I can count on my hand right now,
Right.
at least one hand, at least bare minimum, without even thinking about it, all the things that you guys have brought my wife. Why haven't you fuckers brought me anything?
I brought you an NFL Blitz.
Well, yeah, because it was my birthday and you were kind of obligated.
But you just said right now, why does nobody bring me
I
birthday
brought you an
gifts?
Xbox Series S.
Anything in general.
Oh, you mean just on a daily
Just
basis?
hey, I thought of you, and this. You know how I've done that throughout the year for you,
Right,
Like,
right.
hey, I was walking through Toys R Us and I saw you'd like this thing, and I brought it for you.
Yeah. Oh, I love it when that happens.
Isn't that the greatest feeling
I
in
do
the
that
world?
for Kate all the
You
time.
fuckers don't do that to me.
I do that.
Now I'm gonna get Pappa J to give me your address again, and I'm just gonna put your name on stuff,
my
and I'm gonna Amazon stuff to your
Now,
house.
let's be
I'm
clear.
gonna put your wife's name on it, and then just have it be like specifically for you.
Let's be clear. I'm not asking for anything. I'm
Right.
just saying, instead of buying my wife stuff, buy me stuff. If you're gonna think about my wife, think about me.
Okay,
Right.
so you want a nice like 3-month dose of ashwagandha.
Ew, gross.
I have no idea what
Gross. I
that
got
is.
yelled at by Eric's chick for having some sort of
Eric Schickery.
Eric's got a chick.
one of his chicks that he always brings over to the house.
Oh, the illegal.
I don't say that because I don't know if that's true, and you're just making us. You're gonna get us canceled from his friends. Chill. The reason why you don't have a shirt today, by the way, is because you got us canceled. There's no funds for the shirts anymore,
Right.
so I gotta like scrounge some allowance money up if I'm not buying beer and Pokemon cards with it. Man, I think we gotta start the
Yeah,
show.
we better start the show. We're giving out good content.
Here's Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
This is K-Dog with Big Lip Radio, and if you think this is good, check out Lip Service at biglipradio.com/lipservice for a better show.
I be on my grind, never running on my mind, stepping all these fucking mannequins that's trying to hit my line.
Well, I made the promise. I kept a promise. It's what I do, Z-Money. I make promises and I keep promises. That promise is we're here live. It is February 18th, 2023. It is 3:08 at Gotham City Comics, 151 North Country Club Drive. Get down here in the next hour, and we've got all kinds of cool stuff going on. We'll be talking about Elimination Chamber, which is happening in just a couple of hours. We're going to be talking about comic books. We're going to be talking about my game room. We're going to be talking about Pokemon cards. We're going to be talking about all of that great stuff. Z-Money.
We are definitely here. And why don't you talk like that when we're doing mic check?
I don't
You
know.
literally wait till the show goes live to be like, hey, it's me, Pappa J. And I was waiting for you to do that while we're doing the mic check because now I have to adjust everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, because when we're not live, when we're not making money, making magic, making miracles, there's a bunch of people walking around the store, and I'm a little self-conscious. So I'm like, oh, mic check, 1 2 1
I
2,
know.
mic check.
You do that all the time. You do that all the time.
Whoopsie.
And I don't understand it because now I'm sitting here trying to mess with it, and I'm confusing you because you're like, why is Z-Money taking off his
I
headphones?
saw him
Why
rushing
is
for the
it-
board.
I know, because you're booming everywhere. You're freaking booming, dude. You're booming. You're
I
booming.
can't help it.
But, well, before this show gets ruined anymore, let's actually start it, shall we?
Yeah.
Dork Side, yeah, baby. You know what it is. Pappa J tries to play the games every night. Don't know why, but he bitches every frickin' time. It's okay, it's alright, cause we know we're right. Dork Side, Dork Side, Dork Side. Got the games that we play every frickin' night. Call of Duty, PSO, yeah, you know we're right. Dork Side, Dork Side, Dork Side. Topsy likes to brag even though he frickin' dies. At the bottom of the leaderboard every night. Dork Side, Dork Side, Dork Side. Coffee kills, shotgun throws, and them campers right outside. Dork Side, Dork Side, Dork Side.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters.
Welcome to Big Lip Radio presents the Dork Side Live Episode 2. This is the second leg of our We Can't Be Canceled tour after we were canceled. And that's the way we like to do things. I am your host, Big Pappa J.
You can tell me what to do.
Next to me, the guy who didn't set up the board correctly. His hands are flying everywhere. He's trying to set it up right. He's got everything mislabeled. But he's making it happen. There's sweat on his brow. And this time it has nothing to do with his lack of alcohol. Which actually I don't think I've seen him drink today. Which may be the longest I've seen him not drink since he was probably 7 or 8. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your co-host, Zmunny.
Think you're a big man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Treat you like you're a little man. Yeah.
I'm a big man, and you guys are definitely treating me like a little man by making fun of me and my not drinking, and then buying gifts for my wife and not me, and then, just making fun of me. What, Pappa J? You keep pointing at the board. Zmunny and Pappa J.
We're good. All right.
What
I love
do
it. I love it. Well, last I knew we were on the right side.
Well, you're on the left side now. So
we're
what?
on the left side
so
now.
What?
I think you're on the dork side.
So you're on the dork side. Hey, the Bulk Lesnar over there with the save. And yes, that voice you heard, that deep, majestical voice, the one who can only seem to do a microphone check, the one who also continues to buy my wife gifts and think about my wife and continuously talks about my wife. The last 5 minutes, conversation was about my wife.
Right, if you're getting in on that free YouTube, Twitch stuff, you're a little concerned over Bulk's intentions.
Yeah, not only Bulk Lesnar, say hi, Bulk Lesnar.
Hi, Bulk Lesnar.
Yeah, that's Bulk Lesnar, but the boss man, too. The boss, too. These two, I don't know what it is with my wife, but she gets showered with gifts on podcast night at my studio. The Tanner Studio is a Big Lip Radio.
Right.
You would think I'd be getting gifts, right?
Right.
No. My wife is. Don't get me wrong. She loves
I
it.
get myself gifts because I get to see you act like this.
Oh, my gosh. She loves the gifts. Don't get me wrong, but it definitely makes me think. I'm like, why are these guys that are... I've known the boss for a while, and I've just met you months ago, but it feels like we've known each other forever, honestly.
Pointing to the lawyer.
The Bulk Lesnar. Let me just ask a question, then we'll move on from this topic.
I love it.
What makes my wife so appealing?
Oh, here we go.
How it upsets you.
Oh, yeah. Now you just realized that.
No. That's the whole reason.
No. Because...
So Bulk Lesnar's also fallen under her spell.
I feel like my wife, when you guys walk in the door, she's the first one you see, and she has that little flower on her shirt, and she just sprays her face right in her face.
Like the Joker flower.
Yeah, like the Joker flower, and you guys are just mesmerized. What is it? Poison Ivy?
Yeah, Uma Thurman.
Poison Ivy right there. She does have red hair too, right?
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. That is my wife, the redheaded ginger with the apple bottom jeans on. That's her.
Only reason why you're not completely there is you got the latex lips,
all right?
So you don't get the poison.
Well, I just wish you guys would be honest. I wish you would say your wife has a nice juicy booty and we want a piece of it. But none of that comes out of your guys' mouth.
Would they get a piece of it if they did that?
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
but
wow.
at least it would calm me down because I know I'm not trying to dig for the truth instead of just something that you guys made. Oh, I like to see Zmunny pissed off. Well, it doesn't piss me
wanna put a
off.
heart
It's
rate
just I know
monitor
you're a
on him.
liar and I don't trust you anymore. That's what it is. That's what it is. I know you're a liar and I can tell. So just, is my wife attractive?
I mean, yeah, your wife
Okay,
is.
thank you, because the boss won't even say that. The boss will not cop to it. And if he was here right now, he'd be under the same scrutiny as you were. But not only is my wife quite attractive, but Pappa J's wife is very attractive as well.
You know,
And
she does all right.
From what I heard, she is out of town, Pappa J. She is out of town, and you are out of sorts because that is your shoulder to lean on. That is your bosoms to cry on. That's the
true.
woman who makes your lunch every day for work.
I had to make my own lunch this morning and didn't realize that until I grabbed my empty lunch bag going, oh, shit.
What do I put in here? I bet you if we look at his lunchbox, he's got ding-dongs, Twinkies, and ho-hos.
No, I went and grabbed some baby carrots and tossed them in there.
Yeah.
Grabbed a hard-boiled egg. And,
Whoa.
well, that's part of my deal. Cheese stick.
What?
Right.
Cheese sticks?
Hey, I lost 30 pounds, dude.
Well,
You gotta change stuff to make that happen.
There's space between us.
Right.
Normally there's not when we do these live shows. And I can actually stick my arm out and not even I can feel almost around your whole body. When I hug you now, I feel your shoulder blades in your back.
Right.
Your back blades.
You know what's funny? Since Pappa J started his diet, I gained 30 pounds.
So you're eating Pappa J.
That might be it.
Ew.
And then I got to work and I realized my hard-boiled egg wasn't.
Oh, is it real?
Yeah.
You cracked that sucker open just to have it splat everywhere?
Right.
Oh, that's the
So
worst.
I'm like, oops.
Do you guys have an air fryer at work?
No.
I mean, technically, those are against
That's how she
company
makes
policy.
them. That's how she makes them, is in an air fryer.
I was gonna say, just grab 2 pieces of bread, crack that sucker open on the bread, and put it in the air fryer, and it cooks it up.
Oh wow!
It is good. It is the best. It is one of my favorite things to do. But your chick's out of town, not here helping you.
Right.
How are you doing, Pappa J? Besides barely baking your lunch for work,
Well,
what's it like sleeping in a lonely, cold bed?
Bulk, are there any children in here right now? Let's see who's walking in.
No, I don't see any kids walking in.
Oh,
And now,
Oh, yeah,
before we
okay.
forget to mention, we are live at Gotham City Comics. It is Saturday. It is Saturday. I know we mentioned at the very top of the show, one of our many of intros to the show, many of the starts. It is February 18th, Saturday, and we are here. But Pappa J, your wife is not. She's left you.
So anyway,
That's what it is. They got a divorce. That's why you're getting a new house,
No.
which we'll talk about later.
Wow, that is a hell of a coincidence.
The boys got divorced from their chicks, or the chicks divorced them, so now they're getting a house together.
Kimmy and her sister went down to Douglas to see their father. He's got a extensive coin collection, so they're helping him organize that coin collection. I think he's fixing to sell it. So anyway,
It's probably like $500,000 right there, probably, if there's a collection of coins.
right. Well, we got kids in here, so I'm going to be gentle. Now, I woke up with a stiff neck, and this hand right here, this pinky, is still numb. And you might be going, well, Pappa J, how could that happen? Well, being as I'm all alone, I spent some quality internet time.
What?
Right? So now,
What'd you use? X and XX?
when you're doing that, right? You can
Doing what?
You can maintain the same internet time. You can do this. You can maintain the same position for hours, right? Because you're not focused on anything else.
What were you slamming your pinky
And
on?
then when you're done, you realize you were in an awkward position.
What were you doing? Like sitting upside down on your neck or something? Like, I don't
I mean,
understand.
it could have been the bracing arm.
Were you in the bathroom? Were you sitting on the toilet?
It's the bracing
It's
arm.
the bracing arm.
So you're left-handed?
Right. Well, I am left-handed, but you got an iPad.
You're saying the one Huevo set you has is
And
solid
you're-
steel, so as you come down, you clack your pinky off your Huevos.
No, you're laying down in bed.
Okay.
Right.
Why do you? How do you do that with the phone? Like you got to hold
No,
your
you
left
just
hand.
gotta-
I got the
gotta do something
iPad
like
going,
this.
dude. I got bad eyes. I can't do the phone. And besides, I'm so tired. I have before dropped the phone right on my face. So look,
It's like this. It's like,
yes,
it just drops the phone on
I
you.
dropped the phone on my face.
Well, how do you
before.
lay down?
On your side.
Yeah, a little bit about a 30-degree angle on your side, right? So you got the
Works really well if you put a pillow
right,
behind you.
right.
What?
And then
So you guys are like lighting candles and all this. Usually when that happens in my world, it's like a hurry up and get your shit done.
I have been single for
yes, that's how
6
it goes.
years.
But that's not how it is when the old lady leaves the town.
So
You got time to. I can explore. I can find new topics. This could be great. Right.
What topics do you look up?
You hit the
What
random
the
button.
hell? New topics.
Well, I mean, we
what
got-
did you used to look up? What the heck? This is not the
Oh,
Dork Side.
faithful.
This is lip service content that we're really giving
it
away.
really is.
This is the kind of stuff you guys got to
we
pay
can't
for.
go too far into it because there are children present.
Well, give me
but
one
anyway.
topic. You can give one, right? Discreetly.
Compilation video with edging, right?
What is
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Look it up. It's phenomenal.
Edging?
Yeah.
Edging.
Yeah.
Edging?
Yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Right.
What?
Huh?
No.
Is that something new? Did I miss it? I got one more
Oh.
night.
You said Cyberpunk
I got
Edge
one more
Runners.
night before she gets home. What's
no,
going on?
that's
What is
that's a
that?
cartoon.
I don't even know what that is. No joke. I'm not trying to differ detail, but you guys are bringing up so much new shit right now.
You know what? We're going to talk about that on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Well, I
miss
mean,
Tuesday's episode,
we have
guys.
80,000 viewers, so I'm pretty sure everybody's excited to hear what the hell you're talking. I got to write this down.
Right, so you don't
Edging.
forget.
What is edging? And why does Pappa J's pinky hurt?
Right.
I'm writing it down right now.
So,
But in the meantime, your chick's out of town, and
Right.
you're trying to survive.
right, so I'm just trying to survive. I forgot my breakfast sandwich. She makes me breakfast sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
And she always puts one in my lunch bag, so that way I get to work. And I got me a nice little homemade egg McMuffin every single day, and that wasn't there. I forgot to put that in my basket, so I had to stop and get two rollers there from QT. It's like, son of a
You got so you got 2 rollers from QT
for breakfast, yeah.
because nobody was there to make it for you.
All right,
Okay.
all right. That's just how rough it is.
Sounds
Yeah.
about normal. Sounds like one days.
I can't stop thinking about the other what we were just talking about. So let me just be very clear. Next
Right.
Tuesday we are starting the show. Not the top of the hour. It's not lip service. It's going to be for you because a lot of you seem to be very curious. But
Right.
yes, we have tiny minds about
Right,
it. We don't
that's
want
it.
to poison them with Pappa J's sore pinky.
Little
whatever that
little
means.
pictures with big ears.
Oh my gosh!
That's
Stop.
How that
So
used to be the code.
you got yourself 2 rollers from QT or Circle K?
QT.
What's your favorite gas station, by the way?
Used to be QT, but they've fallen off.
Yeah, Circle K is my go-to.
Right,
It's
right.
been for like the last few years now. It used to be QT all day. They used to have the energy drinks, buy 2 get 1, or 2 for $5.
Right.
And now I don't ever see those deals in the gas stations. It's always at Circle K now.
Right.
Those deals are always there. I think they forget about them too. They
Right.
forget they leave the stickers on there, and I always get the 2 for free.
There's the QT Circle K by my chiropractor.
Yeah.
And on Fridays they have $5 large pizzas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like $5 pepperoni pizza, and I was just like,
Oh.
the heck? You get a
The
freaking
whole pizza?
So after you blow out the candles and after you loosen up your pinky a little bit and close out your browsers, Pappa J,
If you guys need to look at something back here,
he's
you feel free.
now. To be fair, we are in a store and it's an open store. It's not a closed store just for us. They're actually doing
There are
business.
people here.
So we have to be mindful for all the things you see behind us.
Making
We're
money,
at Gotham
right.
City Comics, and on Saturday.
151 North Country Club Drive.
There
If
you
you're
go.
listening to us live, get here quickly.
Yeah, you'll
We'll
see
be here
us.
till
You'll be able to come
4:05.
ask Pappa J demeaning questions about his little romance time with himself and Irene.
Yeah, ask me about my categories.
Oh my gosh. She's gone. You ate breakfast rollers. How are you barely made it here today. I
Right.
think we talked today more than we have in the last 5 years, and I feel like that's because your wife's gone.
Well, it could be.
I
'Cause
called
got
you this
nobody to talk
morning,
to,
and you
right.
text me, and I responded very quickly.
You
every
did.
time. I didn't make you wait. And when I responded to you, you responded back, and normally that's a big problem with me.
Right, because you don't like to respond, and then when you do, you're usually cyber Zach. Although you were a little cybery.
Well, a little bit, because I'm like, I specifically said, did your chick call you a million times asking if you slept with anybody yet?
He goes, hey, you should call your lady, make sure she's not sleeping with nobody. I'm like, what?
A million times. You got to call her a million times.
million times.
You got to call her a million times and answer the same question. So,
any
any game time or anything? Since
no, I have
Really?
no free time.
Why?
We're moving.
What?
We're moving.
Where are you moving?
Well, we put in an offer. It was accepted 3 miles from where we're at right now.
How are you going to move 15 dogs, 4 horses, 10 children, 4 grown adults, and your game room?
And a
Right.
partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, how are you going to move all that?
Now the horses are already there. They're actually right next
They're
door.
there already there?
Where they board the horses is like right next door to the property we're buying.
That's why you got the 3 acres, I'm assuming.
Yep, 2.5 acres.
2.5 acres.
Right.
Because I know that ain't for you. That's for the rest
No.
of your family.
Yeah.
You're secluded to 800 by 800 square foot house.
All right, that's
or
too much.
casita off the house.
It's its own
Just 800 square
freestanding.
foot, right?
Yeah, own freestanding casita.
It's not like right now where you open your entry door, your front door, and you walk right into the rest of the house.
Right into the rest of the house, right. The babies get to come in and kick the door in, Papa. And then I'm like, yeah, the babies are here. And Kim's like, damn it, the kids are here again, right? So it's two different responses when they
That's
kick the
weird.
door open.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Chris Palmer. We appreciate it.
And so we put in the bid, and now those of you who understand the game room I have, it's
I should have had the pictures pulled up here.
Should have. I will show the lawyer the
I'll show
pictures.
these guys. Like, I wish I just had them in the software. Your game room was massive, and if you guys really want to understand it and know what it's about, we have a series on YouTube, BigLipRadio.com/YouTube. I guess that's not a real address, but just go to YouTube and type in BigLipRadio, and you'll find our channel. Pappa J gives game room tours, and I think he has 7 videos because he has to split them up because it's so big. He covers everything. He goes in depth. He gives reviews of all of his video games. So go check out the YouTube page. It has it all on there at Big Lip Radio.
6 different game stations with at least 4 games each.
How many 1-up arcade cabinets do you have?
I have 6
There's
right
walls.
now. Right. I have. You can see walls now.
Yeah.
I never knew the original color of your walls right here. Now I'm gonna not do this any justice. Let me hold it right there.
There it is, yeah. Now, when you look, it used to be every inch covered. Now, I've got about maybe a quarter of it packed.
Yeah.
2 days to pack up a quarter of it. When I get off of here, I'll go back to packing them up. And it's going to be rough. Now, we're moving to a place that has 2 houses on the land instead of just 1. We got a small house and a bigger house. And when I text the twins, long-time members, listeners will know who the twins are, my nieces.
I was about to ask who are the twins, but that's my sisters.
Right, your sisters. And they were like, where the hell's the game room? And I said, well, we're going to have a freestanding, we're setting aside.
Like a shed. You're gonna build like a tough shed that's huge.
We're setting aside $20,000.
Holy crap.
To have a standalone game room, 12 by 36.
What?
Yeah.
How big is the one you have now, you would say?
The one I have now is probably something along the lines of 14 by maybe 20.
Why don't you keep it 14 by 36? It feels like you're.
I need more room.
Well, I feel like you need 100 by 100.
Right.
Does that make sense? You have
Right.
so much stuff in storage. How many storage do you have?
Again, right now I just have one 5 by 5 storage space, and up until this year, everything I had I was able to display.
Gotcha.
But and crampedly, not attractively displayed, just displayed. So this is going to give me an extra 100 square feet, and I'm going to have all my game stations lined up against the bulkhead, all next to each other.
Like Bulk Lesnar?
There will be
the Bulk's head.
There will be absolutely no windows. I will have AC.
No natural light. That's the best for a gamer.
No natural light.
You should
no
get one of
nothing.
them split level ACs that are like inside the nice white ones that you see in server rooms that just keep it so cold. Server rooms are cold for a reason. And when you go in there and look at the ACs, you turn around, they're usually above the door. It's this little skinny thing. It costs about $1,200, but
right.
It'll keep your room so cold and clean because it filters out all the dust.
Right. And, well, there's not going to be a lot of dust because, again, there's no windows.
But you're living
on
on
be one door.
3 acres.
3 acres of dust, right.
3 acres of dust and horses and dogs and kids coming in and out. I mean, you're going to need one of those
Right.
things.
Well, there'll be no dogs, so I won't have to worry about dogs eating my stuff anymore.
Yeah, Chris says he loves your Gino shirt, by the way. Chris Palmer. On Facebook, he's watching us.
Thank you, Chris. It's Gino Rivera. Go get you a shirt. Everybody should have one.
Yes.
So, anyway, it's going to be huge. I'm going to name it the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
What?
That's
You're going to have a sign above the door?
It is.
A little neon sign?
Right.
He-Man Woman
Brittany
Hater?
already found one and already decided how she wants to have it made. She's going to have it made for me. Brittany, of course, is my stepdaughter. She's going to have the He-Man Woman Haters Club will be the name of it. And
oh, my goodness.
I'll have a recording studio in there. I'll have all of my games set up. I'm going to buy 2 more arcade 1-ups.
Oh, which ones?
Going to get the Ms. Pac-Man that I've been dying to get.
When you say, you make it sound like the wrestler, and then you say Pac-Man. The Ms. Pac-Man.
Ms. Pac-Man. And I'm going to get the Outrun.
Ooh, I'm excited for that one with the little pedals and steering
Right,
wheel and all that
right.
stuff.
It's got Outrun on it. It's got Ridge Racer 1 and 2 on there. I mean, it's
Now, I have a question for you that has to pertain to you disassembling your game room. Because when's the last time would you say you disassembled the game room?
When we moved it from upstairs in the loft to downstairs into the main family room.
Okay.
This is the last time. That would be 4 years ago.
Now, I feel like you packed that room full of 10 times more crap since you've had it then.
Right, right.
Did you find anything you lost is my first question. The second question would be, what was your favorite thing that you saw in your game room? Because now you're actually looking at it all up close. You're, you're remembering memories from all these things you're putting in these boxes. What is the one thing you found that you thought you'd lost, and what was your favorite piece you're putting away?
I didn't find anything I thought I'd lost. I have a really good control over my inventory. Interesting note, so far I am I have a bag that has 8 pounds of nails in it.
Oh, from all the you literally had in-box action figures. I don't know if you want to grab one off the wall real quick behind you. This is what I'm talking about. You, no joke, have
Many
this.
like this?
He, Pappa J has this very one hanging in his studio in his game room. And these little hooks that you see right there, I'm holding it up to the camera right now. The hooks that you see at Walmart and everywhere else, I almost destroyed our whole setup here. He's got to hang them with a nail. Usually I would use like a thumbtack or something, but he goes all out and does a nail. You have this one too, don't you?
I certainly do.
This one. So you see a little hole right there? So that's what he's talking about when he says he has 8 bags of nails or 8 pounds in one bag. However you want to say it.
By the way, I know we're here at Gotham City Comics, and but however, this is the truth. I find the stuff here that I can't find anywhere else, and Kevin doesn't go and have minions go out and scour Target and Walmart and grab those before
Who's
you
Kevin?
get to grab them. Kevin, the owner of Gotham City Comics.
Okay. Just make sure.
He doesn't send people out to Target and Walmart to grab them before you get to grab them. So then he marks them up high above retail to be able to make the money back.
Yeah.
No. He sells them retail, has them shipped. He's a legitimate retailer, so he's not the guy who's the problem in toy collecting. He's the solution to the problem. If you got some crap you can't find because the other comic and toy shops are gutting Walmart and Target, you need to come here because they are retail priced. And he's got a huge selection. That's where I get my stuff. So anyway, as we're talking about the stuff I'm taking down off my walls, I just happened to think about that. Most of that, the later stuff is from here.
So I guess the second question was, what's one of your favorite things that you put away? What gave you the best memories, the feels, oh man, I hope I'm able to pull this one back out.
I went up above where we got the We Were There wrestling banner. I have all of my original episode 1 figures from 1999.
Oh, at the old Billings house?
Right.
Okay.
So I pulled those babies down and I looked at those and I'm like, these were the shit. I remember. They used to sell the Star Wars toys 2 weeks before the movie would open.
Yeah.
And they would have midnight openings. Everybody would stand in line
before
for 6 hours.
Was digital.
Right.
Jeez.
Trying to get in there, be the first so they could get the toys that they were afraid they wouldn't be able to get their hands on. So anyway, I'm looking at these and it just brings back the flood of memories. Last night, as a matter of fact, as I was interneting.
You started crying as you were surfing the website?
No, but last night as I was interneting, I did have episode 1 playing in the background.
Oh, you're so weird. Because now every time I watch episode 1, I'm going to think of you.
Think of me
having
interneting?
Internet time.
Interneting, right.
Now this is pod racing.
That's
gross. Gross. Don't ever say it like that
great
again.
Inflection.
This is pod racing.
Do it again.
This is pod racing.
You hear that? It's like you smoked a pack a day for like 10 years. You used to smoke cigarettes or something?
No, never. That's
Holy
fun.
crap. That's a good
we got
one.
new show lingo. It's called
Right.
interneting.
Interneting. Man. I can't believe that's like the first thing you went to, by the way. But again, we'll talk about that on Tuesday. We'll get into further details. So you're backing up your game room. You find a couple of nostalgic pieces that bring you way back.
Right.
And it instantly makes you want to go internet. And then what do you do? Then
Then I had to go to sleep, bro.
You went to sleep?
I
And
was
you went to
exhausted.
work?
And
You
then
went
I
to
got
work
up and
today?
went to work, right.
Holy
It was
crap.
it was a big day, and today after we get done from here, I got to go and continue to
Sleep or internet or what?
Today's episode 2.
right. Today's going to be episode 2 of
Episode
both
2.
Star Wars and interneting.
Papa J, the interneting saga continues on episode 2.
Right, the interneting wars.
Oh, what?
He's going to be searching through, and he's like, perhaps the archives are incomplete.
Right. Attack of the internets.
Gosh, we could spend, I feel like, 4 hours just on that topic alone. That is so bad. That's how
Holy
bad our
crap.
mind is.
I'm
So,
busy.
Your chick's out sleeping with other men and
Right.
helping her dad count her coin collection while
Right.
you're interneting and watching Star Wars and packing up your game room.
Right. That you know what? That's a great recap.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure. So, when are you going to be in your new house?
The offer was just accepted day before yesterday. I had to put down the earnest money. And so I'm going to say typically you're looking at 30 days from when you plop down the earnest money. Now, the problem we have is we got to sell our place in order to buy the new place.
You're not renting it out? I feel like you would rent that sucker out.
No, because
that's a new development. You were one of the new houses that you
right.
bought. You
Right,
that new
2015 it was built.
zone. Yeah.
No, I need $100,000 to put down on this house.
Okay. You
Yeah,
guys don't have
so-
that with 4 fucking incomes.
No, we don't have $100,000
I mean, you got 5.
sitting
You got
around.
5 horses, 10 kids. I mean, what? how
That's
do you-
why. Have you seen my game room?
But
That's why we don't
I'm
have
not
money.
stupid. You also adopted, so when tax time comes around, you can claim all those children and probably make $100,000.
We did adopt a.
What about the horses? You can probably claim those
a
too.
childless or parentless orphan, and so we adopted.
It's a
them.
great story, really. We've
Yeah.
talked about it. We've spoken about it. And I like to talk so much shit about these gentlemen, but as soon as they bring that up, I feel like that's their shield. It's like, hey, we adopted.
Yeah,
and that's something not everybody can do. And some
Right.
people would like to think they could do that, but it's hard. Raising Pappa J, you're used to raising other people's children, so it's not.
I have
you
made
don't
a
have any,
lifetime of it.
I'm not trying to blow your business up, but you don't got none of your own. But you're really good at raising other people's. So
right.
I can understand how that works.
Right.
but-
If we hadn't grabbed this one, he might still be in the pound. We don't know.
the pound, like it's a dog. Well, I mean, they're all animals.
Right?
Have you been to your house?
I mean, they all
Jeez.
eat and crap everywhere. Just
Have
like,
you
just
been
like the
to your
dogs.
house? One thing I'm very surprised is that your house doesn't smell like urine.
Nope.
Nowhere in any of the bathrooms, even the kids' bathroom.
Yep.
You guys are very on top of it.
You can't tell there's a cat in there. There's 4 of them.
And I'm not
We
judging,
got
but
6 dogs.
I have a house, right? And
Right.
I only got 2 children, right?
Right.
And the bathroom smells like urine. Okay.
Well, now keep in mind our setup. Our setup is the best because we have 4 adults. 2 of them are working. There's the 2-income family. The other 2 are not.
Just soaking it in, baby. Soaking up the paycheck.
And they get to clean the house. They get to
oh man, I know where you're going with this.
right. They get to cook the food.
How much internet time do you think they partake in when you're at work?
I don't know.
Have you ever checked the browsing history?
No, but I should.
You
huh?
probably should. You
Yeah.
There's probably a reason why she's not, fretting, sleeping away from you for the next few days.
You think she's interneting?
I bet you she internets.
Oh man, that's not
I
good.
bet you she internets, man. I tell you what. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see how your game room comes along. Now that you have 3 acres of land, you need to put like a little minivert in there so you can come over and scooter all the time.
Right.
You need to put a wrestling ring in since you got the space now.
Oh my god.
You need to get a permanent bounce house and a pool.
No, the wrestling ring.
Yeah, you could do that now. You have space.
We're doing the
Just
wrestling
put it
ring.
right next to the back of your house, your little 800 square foot house that you have, so we
Yeah.
can jump off the roof into the ring,
Ooh,
body slam people
yeah.
off the roofs. It would be
Oh, man.
power bomb. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, we get views on that. For
I'm
sure.
telling you, as soon as I mentioned
I
power
had-
bomb off Pappa J's roof, we shot up to 500,000 people.
I had not thought about a wrestling ring.
I'm telling you, now's the time, especially if you got $20,000 put aside for a game room.
Right.
Why don't you take $2,000, $3,000 of that and
Just
buy
peel off
a
couple
wrestling
grand.
ring?
Right.
Because you're not going to build a home studio. That's why you come to my house, right? I got the
Right.
home studio, and I enjoy doing the show at my house. But son of a gun, man!
Wow, I hadn't
Look at
thought
so
about
his
that.
wheels are spinning.
Right, I'm
Look at
excited.
him think. Look at him think.
I'm
Hey,
excited.
You look
dude.
like a Joker over there.
Why so serious?
When you said that, he looked right at me and he's like, I want to see him jump off the top rope.
Right.
You, Mark. I want to see you jump off the top rope. That'd be great.
Right. He'd feed me more. There he is.
Oh, right
There
now
he
I
is.
know why you wanted. I already forgot that wrestler's name.
Ryback.
Feed me
Ryback.
Ryback. I worked on WWE 2013 at THQ. and
We know. We
when,
get it.
When
we get it.
Ryback was on top,
Right. Right.
it was the best time ever. One of my favorite wrestlers at that time was Ryback. Feed me more.
One of the house shows that they had just after the New Day started climbing. Ryback was still around. We got to see Ryback versus Big E.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great show, and it was just a house show, so it's never been televised. They've never had a feud that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the actual name of his song?
Whose?
Ryback's.
No.
It's called Meat on the Table.
Nice.
That's a good song right there. Meat on the table. I'm actually going to see Monday Night Raw March 27th.
Right.
And it's going to be great. I got an extra ticket, and my wife is not into that stuff, but she loves me.
Right.
So she pretends to be into it, and I respect and love
And
her.
AEW
Which is probably
coming.
why all my friends have a crush on her, because she pertains to Sony people.
Hey, she bought me my first WrestleMania ticket.
Tanner the Tard says, I'm listening to you guys while interneting.
That's kind of creepy, but flattering.
That's weird. That's definitely weird.
Are we running commercials? We're halfway through.
No, we're not
already.
running
All right,
commercials
good.
today. Today is a commercial-free day. We're literally at our
We're doing
commercials
this for free.
We're at one of our commercials right now.
Right.
We're at one of our spots. I'm not going to force everybody to listen to every other commercial. What are we going to do? Fallout games? Ooh.
Right.
I mean, who knows? We might be there next week. But I do want to cover a few other topics with you, Pappa J.
Right.
Now, since we're on the topic of wrestling and we're
Yes.
discussing having a wrestling ring in your backyard.
God, that's such a great idea.
Aren't you glad I'm here? You would have never thought of that.
The Big Lip Radio Wrestling Federation. We can tell all kinds of stories. It's gonna be awesome.
I have seen the match, the birthday match.
Both of them.
Oh, did
That's
you?
right. He stayed after one time. We went through our whole our Google Drive filled with all these old videos that we've done, and a couple of them were the wrestling ones we did.
What'd you think?
I need a rematch, and I need this to come back.
Well, it was the Pappa J's 50th birthday extravaganza, which you guys can go check out on YouTube right now at BigLipRadio. But Pappa J was retired at that point. He lost. It's a loser leaves town match.
Right, it was.
And so now, I mean,
But now you're going to his neck of the woods in his ring.
That's true, right?
Or the old man could be the manager.
I feel it's fitting if we discuss Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Elimination Chamber literally starts today at 5 o'clock Arizona time, and it has a bunch of different matches. Now, I'm going to name off the match card one by one, and we'll discuss each individual match and what we think or who we think is going to win. It's very easy, right?
Right.
It's going to be very easy because you just, right after this show, go turn on your Peacock network, and you can watch the Elimination Chamber. So the WWE Universal Championship. How about we start with that one last?
Yes.
Right? We'll do that
Let's
one last.
finish up with that one.
Let's do the first match, which is going to be Edge, Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Who do you think is going to pull out on top? Now, remember these. I don't know. We don't have no pen and paper.
Now, who I want to be on top versus who I think is going to be on top are often two different things.
Stop.
It is going to be Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor.
You think Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley are going to win?
Right.
I think Edge made a big debut, and so does Beth Phoenix. They're pretty hot right now. They're in the top. They're in the headlines. They're the ones that are, I feel like, have the momentum and steam.
Right.
If Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley come out, and then all of a sudden, what do they call Rey Mysterio Jr.'s son? Because Mama is
Dominique.
Mama is Rhea Ripley.
Right,
Dominique
right.
literally calls
Mommy.
Rhea Mommy. Right?
Mommy, right.
Mommy is going to be mad. Last Monday Night Raw is what he said, and then she showed up to help defend him.
Right,
I feel
right.
like you're right in the fact that Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor are going to win because Dominique is going to come out and interfere with it. But I want Edge and Beth Phoenix to win.
Right.
I'm going to go with Edge and Beth Phoenix. That the rest of Judgment Day is going to try to interfere with the match. And surprise, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it's possible.
You're right. Rey Mysterio is going to come provide backup for Edge and Beth Phoenix.
It's possible, but I don't know why you would put over. I don't know why you would put over the Hall of Famers who probably aren't on full-time contracts over the future of the company. I mean, like them or not, they're going to be heels for years to come.
They give me the Brood vibes. You remember the
No,
Brood?
I definitely do. You're
Gangrels, Edge, and Kristen.
Right.
The Brood.
Right.
They have those five. And it might be because they're gothic and they wear all the dark makeup with all the black leather clothing. And they're just not as... here's
demonic.
Here's the problem.
Vampiric.
Back in the 90s, people were allowed to express themselves in ways they can't now.
Right.
Can you imagine any of these people coming out with a chalice full of red whatever and then drinking it and then spitting it out and it's like blood?
Right.
That couldn't happen now. Who's done something like that? There might have been. I'm just forgetting. That's why I'm asking.
Your closest, I think, for spitting is going to be Asuka, but it's blue.
Asuka. Shinsuke Nakamura did it for a little while, and then before him, it was the other crazy little guy that ran around the ring spitting green mist.
By the way, the green mist comes from the Great Muda from the 80s and 90s.
I don't see any of that no more. You don't even see blood, period. Like somebody gets cracked open, they try to wipe it off. Normally, it used to be a badge of honor when you accidentally get cracked open on your head.
This is going to be my complaint for tonight. You're in an elimination chamber, and they brag however many tons of steel and chain, and everybody's going to walk out. And nobody's going to have color. Nobody's going to be wearing a crimson mask. Not a drop of blood. And it's like, that doesn't make sense.
I miss those days. They made it even more real than what it is now.
Right.
So, okay, so you got, what? We all want Edge and Beth to win, but we think Finn Balor and Rhea are going to win?
Right.
I just hope Dom gets 619.
Right? 619. Wouldn't that be great if Rey Mysterio 619 his own kid?
Right.
or Eddie Guerrero's kid, right? Remember that whole storyline?
Depending where you believe.
I do remember that.
The next match that I'd like to discuss is Brock Lesnar, who everybody knows on the UFC side and WWE side, versus Bobby Lashley, who a lot of MMA fighters know overseas. He spent a lot of time overseas doing MMA fighting as well as here, but you didn't hear about him here. You heard about Brock Lesnar going to the UFC and dominating. He was the world champ in the UFC, right?
Right. With diverticulitis.
Yes, he's pushed through all of it. Now, if you see pictures of him back when he was wrestling in college, holy crap. That kid has been a beast his whole entire life. I say kid, but he's older than me.
He was born at probably 140 pounds.
I feel bad for his mom. She probably spent a lot of time interneting after that. Jeez.
But two guys, both of them, combat sports specialists. I mean, both of them have been champions in their respective cage fighting leagues. It's going to be interesting to see how those two do in the ring.
Because they both have fought in other things besides wrestling, like professional wrestling. They've done MMA, so they know what it's like to get hit. I hope one of them hits somebody so hard, like a tooth flies out, and not even blood. Just like I want to see their skills put the test. And I feel like this is the best matchup. They're both huge. They're both massive. They're both big superstars, and they're clashing tonight.
And
clashing.
Bobby Lashley looks, 35. Because black don't crack. He looks amazing.
That's
but he's
kind of racist.
That's just saying.
That's the saying.
Black
I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
White privileged folk came around.
No.
Jeez.
Now, black people can look in their 30s and 40s well into their 60s.
You've never met Asians that look like that?
No,
You've
Asians.
never met Americans that look like white people?
Asians.
But Asian don't crack don't sound the same.
And besides,
that's true. It doesn't rhyme.
When an Asian chick hits 30, she somehow drops 6 inches and puts on 80 pounds. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what happens. So
you've been interneting too much. You've been looking up the wrong topics, my friend. The wrong categories, which I'm very curious of, by the way. Your category choices. So who do you think is going to win out of Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley?
Well, my point is they're both in the sunsets of their career, at least much more towards the sunset than the beginning. And
you know what? I don't want to hear that because the Undertaker's still around and he still makes appearances.
Right.
And if he can do it, I feel like these two beasts can do it.
Well, I don't think either one of them's as motivated by wrestling as the Undertaker is.
That's
I think
all
the
he
Undertaker.
knew. That's all he knew.
Right. The crowd. Only Hulk Hogan is as addicted to the crowd, and maybe Ric Flair as the Undertaker.
I agree.
And so it's gonna be hard to pick. I'm gonna go with Bobby Lashley only because I think Brock Lesnar's a little too high up on the card to be fighting for the U.S. belt.
Yeah.
I think it should be for the world belt, or he should just be creating chaos.
So you think Brock Lesnar is going to be the winner?
No, he's going to lose because he's going to move on to bigger, better things, and they're going to keep the strap.
So you're going for Bobby Lashley. What about you, Mark?
Bulk Lesnar.
Bulk Lesnar, baby. Bulk Lesnar is who Mark is picking. Any reason?
Because he's my older brother, I guess.
We share the same name.
He's your smaller brother.
We share the same name. We got a lot of common.
There it is. I think Pappa J, I can agree with when you say Bulk Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is on to bigger and better things.
Right.
Because he doesn't seem into it. Like, if you watched this last Monday Night Raw, that contract signing that they had was pretty good. It was a good show. It was a good speculation. Bobby Lashley was called out for being afraid because Bobby Lashley was trying to point out, we're going to do this on my term. Brock Lesnar, you come back and you get whatever you want, whenever you want, on your terms. No, this is going to be on my terms. You come down to the top of the entrance with me and my table, because he's got a table set up there too, for this contract signing, right? And then Brock calls him out. You stop being a pussy. You come out here. You could just come into the ring and sign the contract, right? We all know it's a trap.
Right.
Brock Lesnar's huge. He's willing to fight and risk his life for anybody. I feel like they both have a lot of steam left, but it doesn't seem like
they both have steam.
Brock is into it anymore. I feel like this is just a stepping stone, like you said, Pappa J, for him to go on and move on to bigger and better things.
Or he just wanted to cash a paycheck, so he signed the contract and cashed a paycheck.
I feel like Brock Lesnar is going to win tonight. I honestly feel like Brock Lesnar is going to win, and then he's going to go on and take the championship again. Because right now, who's running for the world championship? They're literally, we'll get into the match next, but it's kind of falling apart.
Reigns is beating everybody.
But at the same time, Reigns is held. Now, we'll talk about that match. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Just because we're talking about Brock Lesnar and where I think he's going to go, I think Brock Lesnar is going to hold the Universal Championship because Roman Reigns, you're literally having him versus Sami Zayn.
Right.
You're scratching at the bottom of the barrel.
Is there anybody in the world who
it's
thinks
time for a
Sami's going to
change?
win?
It's time for a change. He's
so.
held the belt for, what, 3 years now, 4 years, without losing it?
Right. They want him to beat Hogan's record and become the fourth longest reigning champion.
I think Brock's sticking around to put him to that test. I don't know if Roman Reigns will lose it at that point, but I feel like Brock's going to be moving his way up. He's going to beat Bobby Lashley tonight, and he's going to fight Sami Zayn.
That was WrestleMania, though.
I know.
That was WrestleMania last year.
It's the rematch. It's going to happen again, my friend. It's going to happen again. You'll see. Tonight, Brock Lesnar will win, and you'll be like, oh, Zmunny was right.
Zmunny's on the money.
The next match I want to talk about is the Elimination Chamber female version.
Who cares?
Raquel Rodriguez versus Liv Morgan. I don't even know who Raquel Rodriguez is.
She's a big chick who thinks she's muscly, but she isn't.
Oh, versus Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Asuka versus Natalya versus Carmella. Now, if you're wondering why they're all versing each other, it's because it's the Elimination Chamber.
Right.
You start off in the corner of this cage in a chamber that you cannot get out of. You can't. There's no
plexiglass chamber. It's holding you in.
The only way you can get out is when your time is up. Like the
randomly, your door randomly opens every 3 minutes?
That's what I'm saying. The time is up and your door opens. Not all of them. Just it randomly picks one, like you said, Pappa J, and then they go at it. Whether there's 2 people in the ring, 1 person in the ring, or all 6 that I mentioned in the ring. And I think it's going to be a good match. Now, am I interested in a woman's match? Not because they're a woman, but because I need to take bathroom breaks. I need to get popcorn.
Get a sandwich.
I need to find a place to do these things. And usually that's what it is. Now, they've stepped up over the years, and I've kind of got up to go somewhere, and then I caught one of them doing a moonsault off the top rope, and I'm like, whoa, what was that? And I come back and sit back down and watch the match.
Well, this is what I know.
Yeah.
The kids don't know the difference. I've got an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, at least casual wrestling fans, and they are as interested in the female storylines and characters as they are the males.
I'm telling you, they've pulled up, all right? They've pulled up a little bit throughout the years, and it makes me want to watch them. And I'm very interested in this match, and I guess I'll go first because you guys are, or at least you are, Pappa J, poo-pooing it. I want Liv Morgan to win.
Hey, see?
I want Liv Morgan to win. She's the hottest. And
there's 2.
She's done the most. I feel like she's been around the longest. She's most recognizable, and she has a lot of accolades to her name.
There's 2 chicks in there that
dude
that I think are all right. And that's Liv Morgan and Carmella.
Natalya's in here too. Carmella is just.
Carmella, you don't remember when she had that championship run? She was
you were doing a lot of interneting at the time for Carmella. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of interneting happened with you. You would even come on the show and show us pictures. Look at this person, and it was Carmella.
She had a great heel run as champ, and I think she can do it again. And she beat Charlotte Flair. I mean, when they let you go over Charlotte Flair, you know you're doing it right.
Right. But I feel like they're holding back for some reason with her, and I'm not sure why. Maybe she's doing things outside of WWE that WWE is not approving of.
Well, she's married to Ken Graves, who is the announcer for Raw or SmackDown. I think it's Raw. And so anyway, they got that going on. I think she's just too busy.
I feel like Carmella is a has-been.
I think she's moved on from wrestling as far as where money's coming from.
That's what I'm thinking. Her again, you can see it in her face.
Wrestling's
not her thing anymore.
I don't think wrestling's moved on from her. I think she's moved on from wrestling.
Which is why Liv Morgan, in my opinion. Now, the runner-up would be Nikki Cross. If I got to pick another one, Nikki Cross has been pushed down and down and down.
Right.
And she's very athletic. She's a very good wrestler. She's very strong. She does all kinds of things that I see the guys do, but Nikki Cross, when you're talking about it, she probably doesn't have the looks as Liv or Carmella, but she definitely has the personality, I think, of a champion.
Yeah.
So Liv Morgan's who I'm going
with. But Liv's my girl.
What about you, Paul
I just got it in general bias, so I'm going to go with Asuka because of my internettings.
Oh, that's right. You like that that
Oh,
anime.
That's his category.
He likes anime.
His category,
right?
his category is Asuka.
I know that's not the word I'm supposed to be saying, but I'm saying it right now because we got a store full of people I see over there. But anime is what you like to internet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Right.
And Asuka would fit that role.
Yeah.
I mean,
and also she's got a little bit of psycho in her, and I've kind of been into that recently.
Right. She's heel now, by the way.
Again.
Yeah.
He just described my chick. Like, what are you doing? Like, I can see right through the shit.
Bulk. Pretty good.
All right, the next match we are going to talk about is the Elimination Chamber men's style for the U.S. Championship. We have Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, I don't even know who that is, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford, who is part of the L.A. Knights. Right?
Right.
Montez Ford is part of the L.A. Knights.
No, Montez Ford is one of the damn, he's married.
Hip-hop guys, right?
He's married to what's her name, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Street Profits.
I said L.A. Knights. I meant Street Profits.
Right,
You're
right.
Thanks for the correction. But I guess Brock Lesnar. Who do you think is going to take this one? And why?
I just want it for the laughs. Mr. Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I want Johnny Gargano.
Gargano.
Yeah.
Gargano.
Yeah, for the laughs. I want it for the laughs because he's the little guy.
Yeah.
And I just think that would be hilarious for all these big guys and Seth Rollins and everybody just to be.
Yep.
Just to lose to the little man.
2 points. One, it wouldn't be just for laughs, and two, that's exactly the way it's going to go. The dude is hugely popular, had a great run in NXT. Any independent circuit he steps into is immediately more popular. They're not going to let him go. He is, as I said earlier, of other wrestlers, part of the future of the company. They're going to put him over tonight. They're going to put him over big. Although if I were to pick Austin Theory for a lot of the same reasons, I love that guy. What a great heel. But it's Mr. Wrestling, Johnny Gargano.
Now,
Zmunny.
Let me just say this. Seth Rollins, isn't it already been said that he doesn't have a road to WrestleMania?
Remember, that was last year's whole gimmick.
Becky Lynch, his chick, supposedly is on that same gimmick right now. Who's been told they don't have any way to WrestleMania. I feel like I'm very torn here. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm torn between Austin Theory and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is awesome. He's my man. I've been told multiple times I look like Seth Rollins when I have hair.
Okay.
When I have hair. Like right now, I look like Top Z.
Seth Rollins?
Top Z, right.
Yeah, Wish version of Seth Rollins. That's what I look like. He's definitely way better. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm taking it to the head, but, it ain't me. It ain't me. So, Seth Rollins has been told no pathway to WrestleMania before. And I feel like now is his chance to climb up again.
I love Seth Rollins. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
But Austin Theory, I feel like, has been gone for a little while. I haven't seen too much of him on Monday Night Raw. I haven't seen too much of him on SmackDown. I haven't seen too much of him on Main Event.
Right.
Nowhere. Like, you don't see his face. You literally saw Cody Rhodes on Main Event just, the 16th? Because Thursday nights, or was it? Yeah, Thursday Night SmackDown, right? Is that
Friday SmackDown.
Friday SmackDown. He was on literally the day after on main event, which is on Saturday, right? Just yesterday. Today is Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
So I saw him on main event. No joke. It was
main event still on the network?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes, it is on Hulu. By the way, it's on Hulu.
Oh,
You can check out
interesting.
Main event.
All right.
They have new episodes going on, and he was on there talking about it. So, but that was Cody Rhodes, who is not going to take part in the U.S. elimination. Why was I talking about Cody Rhodes?
I do not know. Austin Theory? Cody Rhodes interjected himself.
That's right. We haven't seen. That's why. Thanks for bringing me around. We haven't seen Austin Theory anywhere. And I was just explaining how I've seen Cody Rhodes everywhere.
He was Vince McMahon's boy.
He was.
And when Vinny left, Triple H isn't as enamored with Austin Theory as we are.
Which is why I think Seth is going to take it. Because great you pointed that out, Pappa J. Seth and Triple H are buds.
You're
Seth
right.
and Triple H are buds.
Right.
So we've seen Seth, take a back seat here and there. But at the same time, he's already been a champion for a little while.
Well, he had to pay. And pay he did, both him and Becky Lynch.
For doing the company dirty.
They admitted it. Becky Lynch signs a contract, and as soon as she signs the contract, she gets pregnant. And then in subsequent interviews, they planned the pregnancy. Not necessarily for the contract, but they planned the pregnancy.
Yes.
After a contract. So it's like, that's why they both have been doing really crazy stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. They're being punished, just like Triple H was punished after the curtain call back in the 90s
with Bret Hart and all them.
When
did I say Bret Hart?
Yeah, when Nash and Hall left for WCW at their final house show.
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Nash, and Hall all did the Wolfpack
Yep.
sign and broke character. They couldn't punish Shawn Michaels because he was the biggest thing in the company. The other two were leaving. Triple H was the fall guy.
So
they put him through hell before he got back out.
I feel like Seth Rollins has done his time, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now it's time to shine for him. So I think tonight Seth Rollins at the Elimination Chamber is going to be the United States champion.
Tonight's the start, huh?
Yep, it's a start. And he's been so good. Like every time I see him,
he's great in any
gimmick
situation
is great.
they put him
Every
in.
time you call it a gimmick, but that's just how they are.
Right.
That's just how they are. So the last thing we're going to talk about is the Universal Championship, the WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Now, this has been a storyline that's been built up for quite some time.
What a great storyline.
Sami became part of the bloodline. Like he was jumped in essentially.
I'm gonna make a hot take. This is a hot take right here that everybody's gonna disagree with, and I don't give a shit. I think the bloodline with Sami Zayn, that entire angle, hottest thing since the NWO. I have really been enjoying it, and when I have to miss a Monday or a Friday, the thing I'm missing is the next chapter in that angle is the thing I miss the most.
Well, it is so addicting to watch the bloodline in Sami Zayn. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why is Zmunny? It's a story.
Right.
Literally, how long has it been since a story's been told with a feud?
Right.
Like with an outcome like this. Now, people try to tell stories, but some people just aren't good at playing the part.
Right.
This has been great. You have
the
Roman
chemistry
Reigns,
is
the
amazing.
Usos, you have Solo, Zayn, you had literally Paul Heyman, everybody loving Sami Zayn. And then
Sami Zayn going, oh, you're not being very Usy.
Right. Sami Zayn is a character all on his own, and they found a good place to put him, and that was with the bloodline. And slowly but surely, you saw the tides turn. It shifted. Everything started becoming very clear at what was going to happen. Maybe 2 Mondays ago.
Right.
Either way, it was a surprise to everybody. It was like, holy crap. If you read books, you could understand what was going on.
I knew it was going to happen. I mean, there was nowhere else to go with the storyline.
You're just waiting, but they did it so well.
So masterfully.
So well. And it was, when it happened, I was like, no, when he decided to hit Roman Reigns in the back with the chair versus KO, I was like, oh my God.
And how did Roman sell that so good? You could tell he was more hurt by the action than the impact.
Yes.
I mean, it just what
his
a
own
great
bloodline,
story.
Sami Zayn, who's not his own bloodline, but was jumped into their bloodline.
Right.
But, they consider Sami Zayn part of the bloodline. How could you do that to your family?
Right.
I mean, it was so good. Now, like I said, when you read a book, you know a book's fake.
Right.
You know a book is written for our entertainment. And if you're not watching WWE like you're reading a book or playing an RPG video game where you're reading a story, what are you fucking doing?
Right,
like,
right.
It's 2023. We know what's real, what's not, unless you live on the internet for your whole entire fucking life, which is what we went over last week, by the way, on Tuesday.
Right.
So let's go ahead and give our predictions. I think Sami Zayn's going to win, Pappa J.
What? No way.
I think Sami Zayn's going to win.
You two are the only two people on the planet.
They're going to make a mockery of Roman Reigns for no apparent reason because I feel like something's going on with him, too, on the behind the skirts. They're all done being the bloodline now. They want to do their own things.
Everybody's dying to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. And, in fact, Cody even put in an appearance to Sami to, kind of pep him up for the match. So now you're going to take all the thunder and one of the belts, at least one of the belts, if not both of them. I'm not sure how that's going to work, from Roman Reigns right before the match everybody wants to see. We all want to see Cody and Reigns. Nobody wants to see Cody and Sami Zayn.
I get it. But
you
I feel like
WrestleMania.
I feel like there's a reason why Cody and Roman Reigns isn't going to happen. I feel like there's a reason why that's not going to happen. I feel like they're going to give it to Sami Zayn, and then Cody's going to come take it from Sammy, and that's going to be that. So
Cody and Sami for WrestleMania. Meanwhile, The Rock is going to step up to Reigns and say, "You're not the head of the table. I am. Look at the disaster you've created."
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that might be
disgrace my family. You're no more.
That might be enough to save WrestleMania, but for all the people looking forward to the historic Cody Rhodes versus
you might be right,
Roman
but
Reigns.
I have a weird hunch, and this has to be that weird hunch, of me picking Sami Zayn.
Right?
Isn't Rikishi the dad of the Usos?
He is.
Yeah.
Look at
you.
you.
That's another person to come back. It's just like, look at the torment you put my children through.
Yeah, could be. And you know what? Rikishi's still in decent shape. I don't think he's walking with a cane or nothing.
What if he came back?
And he lost a lot of weight.
Scotty Too Hottie? Grandmaster
Scotty
Sexy?
Too Hottie's around.
Doing the work?
Grandmaster Sexy is not around.
I know.
Yeah,
but
he did.
They can still dance.
He's not gonna show up at WrestleMania.
He going.
He hung himself in a jail cell.
Now, who'd you pick, Pappa J? Roman Reigns?
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Logically, okay. Wishfully thinking, I picked Sami Zayn, but I feel like we all know what's gonna happen.
Right?
And you picked Sami Zayn as well,
Sami Zayn.
Oh my gosh!
I like rooting for the underdog.
What
in
an
the
elimination
weird stories,
right? Chamber conversation we had. I've never been more involved in wrestling, I think, than tonight.
Right, we gotta get this shit torn down so we can get home before it starts.
Not even that.
I mean, it's only gonna take me 2 minutes to get home. I'm down the street.
That's true. You are.
We are here, like we've mentioned multiple times, at Gotham City Comics.
Yes.
Now,
thank you, Gotham City Comics.
Gotham City Comics did bring us in. Let us come take up their space over here. And I've noticed a lot of people are pointing behind us because they want to see all the action figures behind us that we're blocking. And they keep saying, "Oh, just wait till the show's over." So I appreciate them for that. But let's just not forget to mention that Free Comic Book Day, first Saturday in May. So May 6th, 2023. Make sure you get yourself down to Gotham City Comics to pick up your free comic book.
Free
There's going to
comic
be a
book
line.
day.
And based off what we've been seeing in here, it's going to be jam-packed, even more than what it is today.
I can't believe the traffic through this place. It's amazing.
Pappa J, you did pick up a few things from here I want to go over real quick before we decide to close out the show. What did you get? You have a subscription box here, right?
I do. I get 10% off of anything, whether I it's in my box or not. I have a subscription box. I get 10% off of everything in a joint. I'm going to pick this up just because it looks interesting, man.
Oh, you don't got to throw
Now
it.
I broke it. Now I got to pick it up.
Now, hold on. For the people that are listening, you held up to the camera Year of the Villain, issue 36, Supergirl, The Infected. What?
Right,
is this part of your internet search? Your interneting?
looks like part of a zombie storyline. I'm going to check it out.
The cover of this book says $3.99, and then the sticker on it says $4.25. So I feel like this came out a few years ago, honestly.
Right.
But she's kind of hot. Look at that. A little skirt there.
A little skirt. That'll let you.
Skirt to skirt.
And, of course, I already purchased Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes,
Number
Amazing
19.
Spider-Man 19 right there.
And
What else
18.
You got Amazing Spider-Man 18? When were these released?
These are current.
They're current?
This week and last week's. This month's anyway.
It's the dark web. That's why.
And then you've got Aliens, number 8. Marvel's been doing a great job with the Alien license. They haven't been busy screwing that up. That's a lot of fun to read. That's a good book.
Now, there's something else you picked up while we were here today, and I'm kind of confused why. I don't understand it, but you said you wanted to get into it and actually play a game. I don't know what's appealing to you, but you've been itching for quite some time, and you decided to take a leap of faith and make a purchase. What did you buy?
For Christmas, I got the latest Pokemon game, and glitches,
Scarlet and Violet.
That's right. Glitches aside, it's really the best Pokemon game.
Well, they just put out an update that supposedly fixed a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But who knows, that fix could have created some more new glitches.
Well, it is the best it's the Pokemon game I've had the most fun with. And I've dabbled with all of them as they've come out. But one thing I've never done, Zmunny, is I've never played the damn card game.
The Pokemon card game. That is crazy. You've played a lot of the video games. I'm the Pokemon guy on the show, right?
Right.
I have all the Pokemon card games, the cards. Right now, I'm currently collecting the Brilliant Stars Pokemon series. I'm about 80% done. I just need a few of the hard cards to find.
Gotta get them all, right?
I'm telling you, it's addicting. Remember we talked about how my wife came at me and said, Z-Money, you spent $700 on Pokemon cards and beer. What are you doing?
That was a great day.
I said, I'm trying to collect them all. She's like, is anybody else spending $700? I was like, if they're serious, they are. You got to collect them all. That's what I told her. And then she's like, we're getting a divorce. I was like, okay, I'm not collecting them all. I love you. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Meanwhile, you come in here and you clean the place out of all the packs that they had as soon as you walked in.
Well, listen, my daughter had a very good soccer game today. She won it, right?
Oh, there you go.
It's actually club, so
time to party.
I'm not going to open up any of those, and I'll send you video proof. It'll be them opening it up. But the stipulation is, if I don't have that card, I keep that one card for my set.
Oh, look
you know
at
what
that,
I mean?
huh?
That's I'll buy them for you, and you get to keep everything out of there. Even if it's a Charizard that I already have, like one of the rare ones.
Right.
I have a couple of the variant arts, but even if it's one of those, if I have that card, they get to keep it. That's what I got to do, you know?
Z-Money's like, here's your tweezers, your latex gloves.
I think I will do a video of that, by the way. So I did pick up some packs here from Gotham City Comics. They're very reasonably priced. Make sure you guys get on down here to 151 North McDowell Road or
Country Club Drive.
I tried off the top of the brain, it just didn't work. I'm like, North McDowell Road, East Mesa 2564, South 24.
You have a friend in the diamond business.
You got a friend in the diamond business with Shanko.
To be clear, that's 151 North Country Club Drive, just north of Main Street, just south of University, on Country Club on the east side. Come on and check it out.
Oh my God, Pappa J, you remembered it? You memorized that? You come in here quite a bit, don't you?
Once a week if I can.
Once a week if I can, usually twice if you're not interneting.
When I'm not interneting.
That's great. We came up with our own little term, interneting. That's a first. I enjoy that. I'll never not use it.
I enjoy interneting too.
I'm going to go to work and start saying interneting everywhere, and everybody's going to be like, what are you talking about? And I'm going to have to explain it to them, and they're going to have to come listen to the show.
I want the t-shirt. Big Lip Radio presents interneting.
Internet. Oh, we could have a whole runoff series with just that. Oh, that would be the best.
Oh, damn it.
But you know what else is the best for some of you out there? The end of the show. Yeah. And you guys are the ones we don't care about because we're going to go on for hours and hours and hours. But honestly, we care about everybody. We got Chris Palmer also trying to promote one of the events that Pappa J got us canceled from that we don't like to speak about, which we are not going to promote. We still love the wrestlers that go there.
Right.
Just the event we can't speak of. We've been deemed not to. This is just all a part of the We Can't Be Canceled tour. This is the second episode of the Dork Side Live, presented by BigLipRadio, which is on the We Can't Be Canceled tour. And in 3 months, we'll be doing another live appearance at another location that doesn't matter or care who we are. And
it'll be May 20th. We haven't decided on a locale yet.
Yes, we decide the locale. Pappa J decides the locale. I just come and set things up and tear it down and pretend to talk.
It might be at the Big Lip Radio Wrestling Arena and Ranch.
Oh!
The Wrestling Arena and Ranch.
The Wrestling Arena and Ranch. We'll never be canceled from that. I'll tell you that much. We can do all the wrestling stick we want.
Kim might cancel us for that.
Can you imagine us doing like a wrestling show? Like
that's what I want to do ultimately.
A weekly, not like talking about it, but we have a YouTube series of us wrestling, pretend like we know what we're doing.
Like a 12-minute episode.
Get it built before Christmas and Secret Santa. You might be able to get suplex for Secret Santa.
All right. We hit a milestone for tonight's live broadcast, and we had over 10,000 viewers, and we really appreciate all of you for tuning in. Make sure you go like, subscribe. Chris Palmer, that means you. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and all you got to do is just hit that like and that subscribe button on Facebook,
Right.
YouTube, and Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're literally everywhere social media is present, whether it's podcast, video, or just discussion boards. We are there. Make sure you go like, subscribe so you get the notifications, because every Tuesday we go live between the times of 5:30 and 6. And with that being said, if nobody else has anything else to say, we will catch you guys on Tuesday.
You got to push that bell for the notifications.
All right.
Peace.